Čau, vítáme tě u dalšího Fast Break rozhovoru. Díky moc za podporu a budeme moc rádi za like a odběr. Celé díly najdeš na našem Hero, tak tam rozhodně koukni. Teď už si užij rozhovor. Do you feel more right now like basketball influencer or like content creator, like overall, you know? Because like many people or the most of the people maybe know you as a guy who's funny because he's speaking Czech and he's trying to learn Czech. And now, in my point of opinion, you are trying maybe to make more basketball content than in the past.
Oh boy. Okay, so the thing about social media is they want you to be trendy. Yes, especially TikTok. Yeah, if everyone is doing it, you need to do it too. Yeah, but my mentality and who I am is, if everyone is doing it, I'm not doing it. So as soon as people are like, oh yeah, I know that guy because he's learning Czech and every day then I'm kind of like, oh, whoa. I don't want you to be like, this is the only thing I do. Like, I get buckets. What the fuck are you talking about? So then when it's like, oh, he kind of only is like basketball guy and I'm not interested in basketball, then I'm like, man, I got kids. I'm bouncing around the country. I'm meeting people. It's like, I don't really have like I just try and do the best wherever I am. So I try and juggle in between learning Czech and basketball content, because basketball content is the hardest content in the country. I'm sure you guys know. Like the energy and effort that I put in and what you see, what comes out, like last year I did 2.3 million views from just recording myself in the basketball season.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard that was, like
in Czech Republic.
So that's in Czech Republic. Exactly. So it's very difficult to juggle everything, and I try not to get like you should niche. You should have one thing that you do, and you always do that, and people know that for you from that. But I can't stand it. I hate it. So I want people to know me as a creator. Mm-hmm. You know who Mint is, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
Mint?
He's from Pardubice, I think, huh? Yeah.
I literally just played hockey with him and we made some hockey video. You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to be like a creator. I do everything. So I just happen to be a hooper. And so we're going to video the hooping.
Yep. When was the first idea that you will join like a real basketball club and you will try to, because obviously you are not doing anything just like this. Everything you do it with some purpose and with some ambitions. And if I'm right, you started to play for Vyšehrad.
Well, not in the beginning, but I'm there now. I can tell.
And your idea is to grow with the club, to go in the higher division. So when did the idea come that you could go this way?
Okay, so I will try and tell you as smoothly and quickly and slowly as possible, if that makes sense, because I want everyone to understand. When I came to the Czech Republic, I had a torn ACL. Okay, I didn't want to fix it in America because it would cost me too much money, and I said I'm going to Europe, where I think they do it for free if you pay your taxes. Yep. Okay, maybe whatever. So when I came here, I had an ACL injury. But of course, I want to hoop. So I found some gyms, and eventually I start to discover that the level in this country is quite low, coming from Dallas, Texas, where Chris Bosh and Kenyon Martin, so no offense, but in general, I found that the level was low. So I joined a local club called BK Pirelli, whatever, low league in Prague. And I start to score 20 points a game. I'm not joking.
After ACL injury.
I never fixed it. I never fixed the ACL. I just like over time, like whatever. And I was like, it's not smart. Don't do that. But so I start really low and I start to score 20 a game. So I was like, bro, I can move up. And do something higher maybe. So then I joined Radotin. You know them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I was a practice player with them when Zidek, before Zidek went to college, I was practicing with him. Like I had to freaking guard him, which is impossible. So I was practicing with Zidek, and That's when I started to meet more and more basketball players. They said they had too many foreigners, so then I went to Sokol Žižkov. And at Sokol Žižkov, that second league, I hope everybody hears this. I hope everybody hears this because I never forget it. We played Mariánske Lázně, wherever that is. I scored 26 points in a second league game. Man, turn the mic up. I scored 26 points against Mariánske Lázně in a second league game. And after that moment, two things happened. Mariánske Lázně finished as a club. They closed down for the rest of the season. They canceled. Okay. And number two, I never played more than 3 minutes ever again for that team. Okay. And that's when I started to learn that Czech basketball is really they kind of want to play with their own people, you know, like we have
closed community, yeah.
Okay, because those dudes are really good and they've been playing together for like 12 years. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I wasn't as good as I am now, so I get it, but okay. So that's when I started to learn that, you know, basketball in Prague is not really open for everybody. You kind of have to like really know people and be connected. This is another important part. The average dude on the street in Prague cannot just go hoop indoor somewhere. He cannot. There is no gym. There is no gym. You cannot go hoop indoor if you are a regular dude. You have to join a Sokol or you have to rent a gym with 15 other people who are trying to rent. You see what I'm saying? So
and not even this is easy to rent a gym, you know. It's not like after lunch you have a coffee and you thought, okay, I'm gonna try to get up some shots, and in 2 hours you cannot find a gym. Like it's not on internet, or you cannot call anybody and just say, hey, can I pay for like 2 hours session in the gym? Like it's not possible, and it's the whole Czech Republic, you know.
Exactly, and this is a major issue, and people in America would be shocked because in America, after work, I was going to LA Fitness and playing for like 3 hours every night. You know what I mean? When I came here, they were like, yeah, that doesn't exist. Like no weight room. The weight rooms do not have a basketball court attached to it. So they're like, yeah, you got to play outside. Cool. But in Prague, when it's cold and rainy and snowy. So, okay, sorry. I said a lot. After Žižkov, during COVID, I met Kefi from, if people know him, from the head coach for Vyšehrad. He's a well-known guy. So I was like, man, I just need a place to practice. So I went with him, and I was like, obviously I'm going to play second league because I scored 26 against Mariánske Lázně. So I was a little bit delusional still. And I played some minutes, but for the next 2 years, I never played more than like 30 seconds or 60 seconds. I had, you know, so finally I was like, listen, man, my wife is having babies, so I will just move down to the B team. And since that time, I've been having so much fun playing basketball. So I don't care if it's a low level league. We will win the title this year, and I will have a big fucking trophy. And next year, maybe I will join. There's other things that are going on. I might do some other stuff. So that's kind of it.
And when you realized like you will make basketball content?
Oh,
you mean from the club, huh? From the club
I mean for the club. Yeah.
Good question.
It was in B team?
Well, first of all, I wanted to prove and show people that I can get buckets. I wanted to show people that I can score the basketball. I have a little bit of trauma from when I was a teenager in America. Like I said, everyone is really good at basketball. So if you are not, then you cannot be cool. You cannot hang out. You cannot get the girls if you cannot hoop. So I have a little bit of trauma where I still need to prove to the world that I can score, which is ridiculous. But in the B team, I don't know how I started, but with the B team filming, because I was like, want to show people. Then I had like a big game, scored like 27, and get excited. And I find out that nobody cares. So I said, all right, in order to get views, let's just make it entertaining. Let's just try to wear a microphone in the game. Let's try and make something funny from the game. And that is when you start to hit 250,000 views, 300, like, because in the lower leagues, man, those guys play like wrestling, like MMA, like they're not playing basketball. So it's easy to get like shots of people just like elbow to the face and like they're playing. It's not basketball, but anyway, it's entertaining. So I said, I can grow the sport of basketball in the Czech Republic by making it more fun. Make basketball fun again. Let's make it fun so the kids who grow up are like, bro, you can film your triple double, bro. I want to see it. Film you getting buckets. You get it. The girls did a Euro step. Post it. I want to see it. That's dope. I'm trying to. Sorry. This is more. I have more to say. Sorry. Czech people are not very. They don't like to show off. Yeah. In America, everyone in the locker room has their cell phone recording. In the Czech Republic, it was only me. Literally, I was like only one.
And if you make it, you are like an artist, you know.
Or
Exactly.
weird.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I think it has something to do with the confidence, you know, because when you take American people and Czech people, there's really a difference, you know, in the confidence, because it's usually even when some American players come to the Czech NBL, the coaches usually says, okay, we needed to add some confidence to the team and some players who are, you know, not afraid of big moments and this. And this is really the difference between like Czech and American. So that's why even you were, for me, you were the first one who started to make content like this in Czech basketball, like overall, because your club and your content is by far the most entertaining, even if you compare it to the NBL, you know, because there are not other teams and other clubs that are doing like what you do with your club.
There was a guy named Czech, maybe you know him, but he told me you could probably be more popular than any pro player if you played in a lower league, but like acted like a pro, but you were in the lower league and you did all the social media around it. You could become more popular than any pro player. And I was like, and now we can see that's probably right, because like, for example, Pershil, you know him, yeah. He would probably beat me like 20-0. Of course, he's like way better player. He's a real pro. He's a dope guy, cool guy. But you know, nobody in the league has big followers. You know what I mean? So I think, for example, Farsky deserves a lot of credit for attempting to film and to. We want to see the inside of the locker room. I want to see the inside. More people will go to the Pardubice games, or I don't mean to say Pardubice. More people will go to the Ostrava games if there was somebody there who could show us the inside. Or I want to know about the players. The player, show some pride in what's your locker room or what's up, you know. So now I don't want to take credit, but now over the last couple of years, you can see every team has a big social media, or you know, everyone is trying to make videos. Everyone is trying to. You see what I'm saying? It's like you gotta make it fun and tell the personal story. And let's see the locker room. So I think Farsky deserves credit. I think Dvořák from Hradec deserves a lot of credit, because to be a Czech basketball influencer may be one of the toughest things, because your coach will be like, yeah, you're not focusing on basketball. You know, you have to be so good that they're like, yeah, he can film whatever he wants and film. So
yeah, that's what I was trying to say, because when we were talking with each other when you were here in Pardubice, we talk about that the clubs, they don't even want this, you know, they don't even, you know what we talk about when you came here, and you know the stuff with the tickets, and I don't want to talk about it right now. But you know what I mean, that the clubs, they don't have the desire to do it.
Well, for example,
it's getting better, but it's getting better, and it's my opinion because of you, because you show the way, and it cannot be like it's not nothing bad or negative, you know, but it's like nobody was used to it. And you know, a lot of these people who works for the club, they are like, some of them are old, you know, they are not used to it. So sure. I think we need to open the door for this to, and I think mainly it needs to come from the club.
Yeah, and I just want to say, since we're speaking as friends, a couple things. Number one, I took a lot of shit when I broke the ice and posted myself because you have to be vulnerable. And the internet shit that I got in the beginning and even this season, with people talking crazy hate, and Facebook is the worst. But in general, I took a lot of shit to break through the ice. And now people know, that's what he does. He's trying to make entertainment. The craziest thing is when like 40-year-olds are like talking trash on the internet. I'm like, bro, I made this content for 15-year-olds. I make this content for like 13-year-olds. Do you really think I'm trying to flex that I scored 30 in a low league game in Prague? Like, I don't even play top level in Prague. Like use your brain, like I'm just trying to make something fun so that we can grow the sport. If we grow the sport, more people will watch. Coaches will make more money. Players will make more money. Better Czech talent will stay in the country. And because this sport is something that is kind of growing. So you have more viewers, more money, more interest, more opportunities. That's the whole idea. That's the whole goal. So when some 50-year-old is like, this clown is like, I'm like, bro, it's not even for you. It's not for you.
They don't understand that you do it, obviously you do it for yourself because it's your job. But the main thing that you are doing is to grow the sport, to help everybody from the sport, to attract more fans, to attract more small kids to even start playing basketball and not to play hockey or football, so.
Why do you think I go to all of the camps during the summer? In the summer, I'm at every camp I can possibly attend because you reach the 9-year-olds, they're picking a sport for the first time. Make it fun. They saw it on the internet, thought it was cool. You could meet me in person. You could meet pros. It's fun. We go to camp, you hoop, get buckets, film it, show it. I'm just trying to create a little something like that.
And how hard is for you to like open the other social communities and social parts? Because like you have basketball community that is kind of small, and then to open the other door, it's kind of hard,
Yeah, sure. So we did like a crossover. So one game, my editor, he said we came up with the idea. He said, okay, tell me to say 3 new Czech words in the game. So we don't even post me scoring anymore. It's useless. People know I get buckets. But what's more fun and entertaining is like, oh, I needed to say klokon in the game. So how can I use the word klokon in a game, or like, these things. So now people who don't give a shit about basketball, maybe they are watching. Maybe it's like for them too. So I have a tough job to keep both audiences interested. So.
I can imagine that something like, or I saw one of your last reels where you had some trash talk with someone, or some beef, and I was like, yeah, this is the way how to maybe like get some new people for basketball, because they will see like this kind of stuff, and maybe they will make some relationship with you and the basketball. You know how I mean it.
Yeah, the best content is drama and conflict. So last season, man, I got ejected and some guy was calling me a clown, and I was so mad. And I got ejected this season. This season
This season?
This one, yeah. But then people don't know. People don't see what happened when the camera was not looking. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Teams that are at least average, they know, okay, you have to stop Vanilla Show. You must stop him because he will go for 30. Okay. So in that league, when they think let's stop Vanilla Show, it means like be as dirty as possible. Like grab him, hook him, scratch him, whatever. So I don't think these guys, the better I get, the less I need to trash talk, but that also means the less views. So like that, sometimes the games are so easy now that like I don't really, it's kind of boring. Like I'm wide open for 3, splash, so now I'm looking for like, okay, maybe I should go try to play for a pro team and be like, can he play 30 seconds in the league? Can he score a bucket as a pro? Like maybe we should go for some bigger challenge, because it might not be so entertaining anymore unless I'm fighting people or speaking Czech. So.
And is it sometimes like theater, like the emotions and this stuff, or it's like it's real?
No, I know the cameraman is there, so
Yeah.
I should direct my energy that way. But a lot of times when I hit a three, I'm not even. I have to listen. This is very hard. I hope people hear me. To play a game with a microphone and entertain while also winning the game and scoring at least 25, it's very difficult. And I didn't play basketball in high school. Like I don't have like the fun, you know what I'm saying? It's everything I do is hard, but the challenge is why we do it. That's what's up. That's why it's watchable.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite easy to find this entertaining stuff, because I think a lot of teams that play against you, they know you, they know you do this content, and they want to like, because my opinion is that people here in Czech, they are not much of they are not like happy for you that you're in this stuff. So you want to they want to maybe, you know, hit you a little bit more because you are a vanilla show and you will record the game. So that's what from the ejections come from, huh? Because there are some people that are really not happy that you play against them, and they want to show you.
Well, that's interesting because I believe the same. But every team I play, at least one person goes, "Hey, are you making video? I will be on the video today. You know, like, are you filming today? I love your videos. I love your videos." And I'm like, I don't know how to react because I'm like, I'm waiting for somebody to be like, I'm waiting for some team to say, "Hey, we don't want to be, I don't want you to do this." Because one time a referee said, you know, you cannot do this and that. And I'm always respectful for referees because I consider myself a guest in the sport.
Mhm.
So I never argue with referees, even if it's bullshit, because I kind of don't know. I'm kind of like, if I foul them, like, you know, okay, I just don't argue with it because it's not a league worth me arguing. But when I got ejected, by the way, the other guy got nothing, not even a regular foul. So, but if you rip somebody's jersey, you're out of there, bro. You're not gonna last. So I was so frustrated, and like he started to flop. So I was like, absolutely not. So I tried to keep him from falling. So I was like, no, you're not gonna flop now after we've been like battling. So I ripped his jersey. I said, hey, I will buy you a new jersey. Like, don't worry about it. I'm actually way too nice on the court, and my teammates are actually way more ruthless and meaner. Like, fuck them. I don't care. Like that. And I'm like helping people up off the ground, and like, so I need, for views, I need to be meaner. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Like a few sentences ago, you said something about professional basketball. Our question is directed on like your ambitions to play in MAXA NBL. Is it possible to see you like in jersey of USK Prague maybe, or some different club?
It is possible.
It is possible.
It was made known to me by a coach in the MAXA NBL that it is possible. So that kind of restarted my fire a couple days ago, because I was like, you know what? I have been looking for a new challenge, and this summer I went crazy hard, but then we started to beat people by 50. So I was like, I don't really need to practice anymore, or like, you know, so I was like, I have new. Yeah. So when the coach was talking to me about it, I told him I want to earn it. I don't want to be on the court just because I have 100,000 followers. I want to be on the court because I was at practice and I can play 30 seconds at the end of a game, or like, you know what I'm saying? I want to earn it. I don't want to be like a freaking.
Yeah. And sorry, you spoke with Coach Bartoň like recently?
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Maybe the team will surprise you. It's really like first of all, actually, I should say this very seriously, that these are small conversations. So like, you know, in Czech, they don't want to, you say, don't shout it out or something. Because I want it to come true, but I don't want to mess it up by talking too soon about it. But yes, it's definitely possible that you will see me in a pro jersey on the court, in the game.
And not just for a show.
Season. And not just for show. So there's if you look around the league, there are many opportunities, and many teams who are looking for players, and I don't think I'm going to be a star. And I just mean to say, like, I just want to help a team in practice because a lot of people are short because of injuries and sickness and stuff like that. I definitely feel like if I get back in tip-top shape, I can definitely help out. And I would like to earn 30 seconds on the court at the end of a game. That's all I'm saying. And it has been possible because it's not the first. In general, multiple clubs have spoken to me about this chance and opportunity throughout my time and years. So it's not
only from your head, like your idea. It's even
yeah. I don't pretend to like think I could play in the NBL. I know these. Actually, to be honest, in the summer I'm playing with them. Království, Švéd, Žadl is now up there with Písek now. You can name it. I probably Machan, maybe from Děčín. He used to be a Děčín, he moved, or maybe I have the wrong guy's name, but I'm playing with pros in the summer. I'm trying to organize big runs. I want to do things in the Czech Republic for basketball to help it grow. And I do it. I'm the man. I'm the guy. All elite pro runs, like 5 pros on that side, 4 plus me on this side. We do it. First person to put a microphone in the game on the court. You're looking at him. I'm the guy. I'm number one. So like, that's why I tell people, get with me, because we're moving, we're going forward. You might as well be a fan. Not a fan, but a supporter. Do it with me.
I think Brno needs point guard right now, so maybe you can call Coach Marde. We can give you a number, and
well, listen.
You can replace Ross Williams.
Oh boy, that's okay. First of all of the connections that I made throughout the years in the world of basketball have led to this opportunity, where most coaches I know and I'm on a good basis with. Because if you follow my moves, I don't make splashy, controversial, hateful. I just try and grow and build. Yeah. But here's the problem, and I think people will appreciate this, including yourself. In the higher levels, like I said, I already scored 26 in the second league. So okay. The problem is I'm too small to be a 4 or a 5. Okay. I get out rebounded, boxed out. I'm too small for that. And I don't have the dribble skills to play the point guard like the 1 or the 2. So that means you got to be a really good 3. You have to be like a 3-point shooter who gives effort on D. But the amount of screens that I've been run through in this country, the amount of Czech people who have given me a screen, I don't have the fast enough feet to get over it. And you go under it, then they shoot. So that's my limitations. And that is why I'm probably not playing big minutes in the upper leagues, is because I'm too small for big and too not skilled enough for guard. So it's like I'm in that weird middle zone. So whatever, I just try and do my best and practice as hard as I can and practice with the pros and play with the pros and be the best hooper that I can. And I don't care how old I am. I don't care that I have 1 ACL. I don't care. Whatever I do, I go 100%. So.
But when you play with the better players, it can maybe even bring out more from you, and it's easier to play with the better players, and then maybe even you will be like,
That's what I'm saying, man. Imagine if I was on a pro team, bro. It's not like one-on-one defense. Like, of course it is. You call it, you ISO, you run it at him, but like I would have pro help or even when in the summer, like you lock in, you're like, I'm playing with pros, so I need to be faster. I need to be sharper. I need to, and then you play like with bums and you kind of don't try so hard. That's classic basketball, playing down to the level of your competition. So if I can get in shape and get back sharp, no doubt you should see me in a pro uniform and it will be more entertaining content. I don't think they'll let me wear a microphone, but I will sneak it. I will try and get it in there. For sure.
Yeah, we hope we will see you in the MAXA NBL. Tell us one of the last things, because we wanted also talk about like the marketing stuff of MAXA NBL. Because in my opinion, it's sometimes terrible, and I don't think I think they are not making like good decisions. But tell us your way how you are looking at this problem, because we have
how can the clubs attract more fans, attract more like even kids to start playing for them, and was there a conversation between you and a club, not on the player like to play but in the way to help them with the marketing and or maybe from the Czech Federation, because I can clearly imagine you as a face of the Czech Basketball Federation, because it will be like this for the Czech basketball, like immediately. I think it's my opinion. So was there any conversation on this topic, that you could really lift like Czech basketball, but really on the like professional way between you and the federation or the club?
How many people do you think will listen to this podcast because it's in English? I hope the whole.
I think all hero fans.
I hope as many people as possible can hear this, because before the season started, I was in the running, in conversation to be ambassador of the MAXA NBL. I was there.
Zaujal tě tenhle rozhovor a chceš si ho pustit celý? Najdeš ho už teď na herohero.co/fastbreak, tak se k nám přidej a buď součástí té nejlepší basketové komunity.